Hey guys, welcome back. We've got a bit of a lineup tonight to start off with, so let's not waste... Jesus Christ, my recommended is cursed, you fuckers. So let's not waste any time and jump into the first video. We're gonna not even chubby chasers want to Concord. Tracer, row... Roadhog. Fleekazoid, let's go.
Alright, pimps, no monologue on this video. I had to cover Wukong first, but now I got OBS fixed and I'm ready to play Conquer. Okay, and the game's over. The Lord giveth, and the Lord giveth.
It taketh away.
After a launch that couldn't even crack 1,000 peak concurrent players, Concord is not only going to be shut down on Friday, but it has already been removed from sale. You look up Concord.
Was a beautiful time.
Say, oh, you like getting robbed? Well, then you're gonna love Payday 3. Not even the chubby chasers wanted this one. I thought you heart attack hunters were just playing coy in the comments on the last video. I thought you colored conquistadors were actually gonna sneak in a couple million.
I love those just fucking still frames. Concord was such a fucking joke.
Copies on the down low. But lo and behold, this game pulled out an L 10 times the size of DAW. That old Goodyear blimp, God love him, and God rest his big-ass soul. You may be wondering why I'm 3 days late to report this news, and I'll tell you why. I had to confirm the kill. I had to collect that dog tag, you get me, pimp? I wanted to wait until Friday so that I could see this game's lights go out. And now that it has, as I said before, sex sells and budget...
He wanted to wait till the servers were fully dead. Now that they're dead, let's piss on the grave.
Cut's bankrupt. Stellar Blade's plotting PC ports and sequels. Concord's plotting their own funeral. But at least that...
Not a single person pressed F there.
It's gonna be cheaper than it took to make the game. Early leaks are saying that the game cost Sony $200 million, and that's just what it cost to feed DAW. I bet the real number is much larger. But before you start popping the champagne bottles, I gotta warn you, this may not actually be the end of Concord. Some of the wording in this announcement sounds like they're gonna bring it back as a free-to-play game, and to that I say, save your money, Sony. We already know no one wants to play this game for free either. What are we talking about right now? What am I on the edge of tomorrow? Is this Groundhog's Day? I thought we already have been through this. Remember when Storm's cheeks blew your open beta numbers out of the water? Listen, I know the people are saying that without the $40 price tag, the game would be a smash hit. But the...
Yeah, so it was totally a smash hit. We had an entire cinematic universe planned around this. Who would say no to everyone being a different shape, size, and identity? Racists. God damn it.
The internet is full of mean people, Sony. They want you to pull another Morbius. Don't let them. Be a man, keep the game dead.
It's Morbin time.
Take the $200 million tax break, use it on those Helldivers.
Helldivers 2 sold over 12 million copies, so years.
Do earnings and then hire me to pull those developers' heads out of their asses by introducing them to the little thing I like to call the undo button. Because as for Concord, free or not, 3 facts remain. First, this game's loaded with budget-cut characters that not a goddamn soul wanted to make or 34.
Jesus Christ. I bet there's more now, and it's just of all the characters being absolutely fucked by the dev team.
I had to buy an ultra-wide monitor just so DAW would fit on my screen. Good job, numbnuts. There goes 90% of your free advertising on all the biggest video platforms in the world. You know how hard it is to accomplish that? That's gonna go down as this game's biggest achievement. Second, this gameplay is worse than Overwatch in every conceivable way, and Activision already made a worse version of Overwatch. We didn't need PlayStation to make one too, and I refuse to grow into the nitty-gritty details because I just don't care. Space Marine 2 is out, and I need to get this video fucking done. In fact,
Space Marine 2 is so good.
Do that right now. You know why this game failed. I know why this game failed. They made a game for no one, so no one bought it. Make it free, and I still wouldn't play it because if it isn't worth my money, it's certainly not worth my time. At the end of the day, much like DAW, this game just didn't work out. Don't cry because it happened. Smile because it's over. I put it on a sunset.
It means I'm right. Now you... Excuse me, I was purged.
Rip and tear. Purge.
Hey, I see trees of green, big budgets too. Concord is doomed for me and you.
Lots of calories for me.
Myself. What a wonderful world.
Fucking Concord. Never forget, pimps, you can't spell god awful without DAW. What was Sony fucking smoking? They are just. It's almost as idiotic as their decision to stop making physical CDs in 2 years' time. Can we just fire the executives? Because we need a do-over. They're not thinking clearly over there. The DEI has fucking brainwashed them all. Now, we've got casually explain our tech overlords. Well, half this is going to be about Cuckerberg, I'm assuming. Let's have a look.
Sponsored by Saley. For hundreds of thousands of years, humans have pondered the idea, why am I here? Why do I exist? What really is my purpose? And the answer to that is finally clear: generating AI training data. To prove the point, back during World War II, psychologist B.F. Skinner, famous for
what is Becky thinking about?
Inventing rat jail, had a cute little side project where he developed a method of creating military homing missiles by putting a pigeon inside the nose of a rocket with a little screen in front and training the pigeon to peck on an enemy warship to move the missile towards them. Overall, the pigeon was about 55% accurate, so eventually they realized, yeah, this is a pretty stupid idea, and so they added a...
Still, 55% accurate, that's a lot better than some people.
Couple more. Well, that's an extremely fun fact for everyone except Mike Tyson. It was, however, almost 100 years ago, and now we have much more advanced methods for simulating human guidance in machines. For example, when CAPTCHA says, click on all the pedestrians, and you're like,
is the hand part?
This is a stroller, not really a pedestrian. That training data is then sent directly to Tesla Autopilot. One of the tech bros front and center in our new AI age is, of course, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, who originally caught a lot of flack for reneging on its non-profit open source namesake and making it a private for-profit company. While this sounds like Skynet is on the way, this is a pretty weak criticism because Sam has in fact made the company way more non-profit than before. Nevertheless, he is a little bit of a suspicious character, and if you've never
enjoy plummeting in the pit,
to give you an idea, most of you have seen the video of the McDonald's CEO barely nibbling a burger and describing it
product
as a product instead of food. And that's basically how Sam Altman talks about human civilization, having such reassuring quotes as, AI will probably most likely lead to the end of the world, but in the meantime, there will be great companies.
Hell no.
Frankly, he's the type of guy that in 15 years they're going to ask, so what do you think minimum wage should be? And he's going to say,
$1.
The way I think about it, the way the market looks to me, it should be $5 an hour. And we're all going to be like, oh my God, that's an incredible choice, sir. Despite our tech overlords being primarily concerned with building the machine god, they also have regular hobbies too, like jujitsu, surfing, and building fortified underground compounds with...
And speaking to his lizard family.
Private water...
Jesus, that is a terrible photo.
supplies. While AI leadership is of course the biggest point of contention that our tech overlords are focusing on, there's also a battleground over social media, where 5 different social media platforms fight for control of your attention so
yeah, nah, Facebook is not even in the same league anymore. I do find it funny, everyone's using, not Snapchat, fucking, what's this one here? Imager? Is it Imager? Anyway, but it's owned by Facebook. No one except grandmas use this now, and everyone's using this. Funny.
they can show you videos from the other 4. The biggest criticism of the current state of social media is that big tech essentially gets to determine what every human being watches by tailoring an algorithm
short form content now.
Certain content. So everyone lives in their own little siloed echo chamber of whatever engages them the most. This works great for people like me who are engaged by cute animals, tasty looking food, quality memes, and big boobies.
But then you make one misclick and then suddenly nothing but psyops.
But can be terrible for impressionable minds who aren't mature enough yet to know what's propaganda or trying to exploit them, which is why I support a law that would ban access to social media for all baby boomers. While all of our browsing metadata is tracked and sold to create marketing algorithms, the upside here is when you're looking for a new mattress, you won't have to waste time scrolling past the kings and queens. Your browser already knows you won't be needing that. Similarly, what's a relief to hear is if you ask one of our tech overlords if they value our privacy, they all say the same thing, which is, do we value your privacy? from morning to night, all we think about is your privacy and how important it is to us.
We adhere to the letter of the law. And our legal team is finding loopholes in every single way.
We want nothing more than to continue to keep private as much of our customers' information as our data centers will physically allow. As it stands, the online belief is either AI is useless and is nothing more than autocomplete slop, or it's described as mankind's final invention. But I dare say the truth probably lies somewhere in between. While sometimes my genius is almost frightening, one of the biggest discussions in pop economics and finance is what happens if AI takes all the jobs, and unlike the Industrial Revolution or computers, it's so good that people have nothing left to do, and so there are no jobs left to earn money in order to purchase the goods and services AI provides, resulting in economic collapse. While this might be quite a startling perspective to the average person, it's already been resolved by scholars in 2020 by realizing the solution to mass unemployment is to print $4 trillion and give it to people to buy bread makers and meme stocks. The truth of the matter is people's concern does touch on something deeper, which isn't the fear of the...
Wait, no, isn't OnlyFans bloody going under too? Wait, the CEO died recently too. He was trying to sell it and then he died. But he predicted that by the end of either this year or next year, AI would replace all the whammon. Even AI is taking the thoughts jobs.
Economics of AI productivity, but the politics of resource distribution. For example, if you were to say, imagine we had an ant colony, then all of a sudden an artificial super ant is added to the colony that could do all the jobs of the worker ants, which make up about 50% of the ant population. The worker ants are specifically born to only do particular jobs and can't learn any new skills no matter how hard you make them try. So now they're completely useless. What should we do with these now worthless, jobless ants?
Don't feed them, kill them off.
And that's a great question, Sam. While I like to blame politicians and tech billionaires for the problems in society like everyone else, in reality, you have to admit that the rise of big tech was kind of on us, and still kind of is, because what happened? Since the dawn of time, humans have had the problem, I'm hungry. So in order to solve this, what we did was invent hunting, then farming, animal husbandry, then pubs and restaurants, then supermarkets, then finally hypermarkets, where all the food that can be found on Earth is put in the same place, 10 minutes from where you live.
And now we've got same-day delivery.
But we all looked at that and said,
not good enough.
Not good enough. So some young software engineers and Silicon Valley entrepreneurs then said, what else could you possibly want? How could it get any more?
Bring it to my door. I don't want to leave.
I want to deliver to my door by an immigrant. And now we have trillionaires in the surveillance state. While I too find it barbaric to put on pants and walk 5 minutes just to get a crispy chicken burrito, the biggest issue surrounding tech billionaires and trillionaires is that if you build a business that made electric vehicles mainstream, developed and marketed modern social media, or made the supply chain that allows you to ship anything to anyone's door within 24 hours, it's not really that unreasonable for us as a society to be like, okay, thanks, yeah, that's really useful. What do you want in return? Like a super yacht, a mega mansion? But the problem is every single time they're like,
build a spaceship.
Yeah, I want everyone to live in my computer. Well, most of our tech
well, Elon's there, just put the chip in your brain. What could go wrong?
Overlords think of themselves as the philosopher kings of our time, whose profound insight can only be interrupted by today's podcast sponsorship. You have to remember they're just as insecure as any of us. Zuckerberg is sad. Everyone thinks he's a lizard person. Bezos is sad. His wife likes to more than him. And Elon is sad. Epstein kept flaking on his plans to come to the island. These are normal human experiences that no amount of money can fix. So you have to be empathetic and cut them some slack. Personally, I was thrilled recently because after the SpaceX IPO, Elon Musk and a lot of regular people finally got to feel the same thing, which was immense disgust for billionaires. At the end of the day, the real concern is the world is changing fast, and maybe each of us as individuals might not be valuable in a world filled with AI. But there's no reason to worry about this. AI compute runs on silicon, and human synthesis runs on carbon, and the nature of our intelligence is
about 20 times the water that we do. And we're about to go into a drought. Yay!
Entirely different, meaning a human will be smarter when it uses AI, and an AI will be smarter when it uses Polymarket, bringing us slowly closer to our glorious cybernetic future, where one day, when I'm 85 and Canada's MAID program says, Jamie, you have high blood pressure and may only have 75 more years to live.
We're going to kill you.
Die now, or we can merge your consciousness with a large language model, and you can live forever explaining things to people on the internet. And I would get to say, wow, definitely kill me. Sure.
Unfortunately, you're an organ donor, so we're going to do the other one anyway.
Here's the form. Now, you might be thinking, hey, Jamie, you know Iron Lung, Backrooms, and Obsession? Yeah, please don't do that. Or you might be thinking,
Not do it.
wow, why would you choose to end your life when you could have lived forever as a digital entity? Which may in fact be exactly what your SIM card is thinking too, which is why you might need today's sponsor, Saley. Saley is an app that allows you to download a digital eSIM onto your phone when you travel in order to avoid the ridiculous roaming fees your provider charges you. Plus, you don't run the risk of losing a physical SIM card if you buy one in a foreign country. While I haven't lost a physical SIM since the last time I did just lose my ID and gym card abroad last month, so I'm hoping Saley makes a new product for ID that expired 4 years ago. With Saley, you can choose from packages that cover not just a country, but entire
Goddamn
regions.
Saley.
Plus, you can get their new Ultra subscription starting from $30 a month that gives you access to over 120 destinations, airport lounge access, fast-track services for check-in and security, and other features as well. If you'd like to give Saley a try, you can click the link in the description, and by using the code CASUALLY at checkout, you can get a 15% discount.
Nice. Well, who doesn't love our tech overlords? Sam has made OpenAI more non-profit than before. Let's actually look at that fucking graph, though, for it. Where was it? Oh, here we go. $14 billion loss. Genius. Anyway, we watched part one. What was it, last week? Now we're going to watch part. Excuse me. We watched part one of Reggie's Yakuza 7 video last week, and we're going to watch part 2 now. Let's dive right in.
Yakuza Like a Dragon is a game about the gradient between right and wrong, strengthening the bonds of friendship through interdimensional karaoke, and whatever the hell this is. Disclaimer, this video will be extremely confusing if you haven't seen part 1, and moderately confusing even if you have. 4 months have passed.
It's Yakuza. You can't fucking watch Yakuza and keep track. It's always going to be confusing.
Since we've been to the mystical and enchanting world of Japan. So allow me to get you up to date.
Yeehaw.
Our main character is Eric Andre, playing himself as a violent schizophrenic. He's on a mission to protect the city of Yokohama and win Daddy's approval. Then
And
there's
kill
Koichi
Bleach.
Adachi, a disgraced police officer who's determined to get his job back by setting a world record for police brutality. Psycho Mukoto doesn't really have a goal. She's just a sadistic sexual deviant. Then there's Hideo Kojima as Namba, the aspiring domestic terrorist.
An enthused foot fetishist.
And finally, we have actual domestic terrorist Justin Trudeau as corrupt politician Ryo Aoki.
Who also in this game does blackface.
Last episode, we were betrayed by Namba, who's working with Ryo Aoki to orchestrate an invasion of Yokohama using the Omi Alliance Yakuza and a nationwide group of liberals. The only thing standing in their way is us, an unmedicated maniac, Dom Imami, and an unhinged police officer. Actually, that last one might be useful. Can we work together with local factions to repel this invasion, or will we fall victim to the liberal agenda? Let's find out. But first, I have to tell you something. 11 years ago, I was a football sensation in Brazil. They used to call me El Hombre Senderos. Still not sure what that means. But my career was going well until one fateful afternoon. I was crushing the local favela kids in a game of full-contact football. But as I lined up for the game-winning goal, I kicked the ball too hard and it ripped through the goalkeeper, the net, and crashed into a local library, where it proceeded to ricochet around the room, killing 9 people in the process. Allegedly. Anyway, after that, my lawyer told me I could probably stop playing football, which was devastating. However, I found the next best thing. The sponsor of today's video, UFL, a free-to-play premium football simulation game. Now, I was
not expecting a free-to-play soccer game.
The accident. UFL offers an entirely skill-based gameplay experience, where you're free to...
You say skill-based, but the people who pay premium and get the higher characters are going to absolutely trounce you.
Customize your team and subvert the metagame by pioneering your own unique strategies. When I play this game, it brings me back to my glory days. I can almost feel myself throwing flying kicks at the enemy team and making the crowd go absolutely wild. But maybe you think this is just some normal football game. My friend, you could not possibly be more wrong, because not only has UFL partnered with Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's also partnered with Adidas to introduce branded gear, iconic franchises, and a custom custom stadium. Additionally, mythic item packs are now available for purchase, with each one guaranteeing a premium player skin, league points, and boosts to help you develop your team. With all of that being said, I think it's time for you to enjoy the fast-paced action and realistic graphics of UFL using the link in the description. Play UFL now, play for football. Well, this is it, Invasion Day. Any minute now, this whole place will be swarming with enemy Yakuza, so I decide to head to a dungeon and grind some XP. Technically, it's not a dungeon, but that just sounds better than saying, I'm going to a public sewer system to beat the homeless with propane tanks. Anyway, after
you sound like the homeless hunters in fucking Yakuza 0, 1, 2, and 3.
After finishing up at the sewers, I hear that the Korean district is under attack. We head over to help, only to be confronted by ultimate dickhead Kume and his gang of protesters. But that's perfect timing, because Adachi just unlocked his taser ability, and it's very effective. Apart from that, we also got to enjoy my favorite voice line in the entire game, which is when Kume uses indictment.
Your society's garbage!
Just fantastic. Now, let's use a dominatrix to socially manipulate him into killing an innocent man. Good job, Kume. Now eat shit.
Now you're getting indicted.
I detonate several nail bombs to work my way through the crowd, eventually reaching the protest wrecking ball. Look,
Wait,
you
what?
seem like a reasonable man. I'm sure we can get...
You fired a wrecking ball.
Screw that. I'm leaving. After escaping, the Koreans tell us about a way to enter their base that doesn't involve being pulverized by construction equipment. We go inside and they ask us to hold back the protesters long enough for them to destroy any evidence of their counterfeit money operation. Just then, former friend Namba and an Omi lieutenant attack us. We hold them off for a while, and the counterfeiting operation goes up in flames. We're pretty happy about this, but Namba's not coping with it very well. In fact, I think he might have rabies. After this, we find out that Namba's kidnapped brother, the entire reason he betrayed us and started this invasion in the first place, is actually alive and well. The Koreans just have him at an Airbnb.
What the fuck?
Try not to think about it too much. We make up with Namba, develop brain damage from excessive smoke inhalation, and then escape back to the homeless camp with a hostage. He gives us a nearly lethal dose of exposition before some of his guys come to save him.
Nearly lethal dose of exposition. Isn't that just every Yakuza game, though?
Man, where are your eyebrows? The fighting gets interrupted by the loudest ringtone in all of existence, and we find out fan-favorite character Zhao needs our help. So we head over to Zhao's headquarters, only to find that the entire Chinese mafia has mutinied and taken him hostage at this restaurant. Kasuga, suffering from a terminal case of I just want to help out, decides that we're going to fight our way through the entire front of house, a handful of deranged chefs, the general manager, and a fucking tiger. Fortunately, like most animals, the tiger has a profound weakness to being shot 150 times. After all that, we make our way to the top floor.
Ah, yes, I do need some new fucking... We should put him in a new drip. A nice tiger skin suit would do nicely.
Where Mabuchi is meeting with the Omi Alliance lieutenants.
Hurry up and kill me.
Couldn't have said it better myself. After Mabuchi, we're introduced to Lieutenant Tendo, who gets up, explains he's too cool to fight us, and then leaves. That leaves us with Lieutenant Ishioda and his gaggle of walking experience points. Unfortunately for them, Namba's back, and he's now entering his redemption arc, because he decided to make things up to us by using level 99 Hobomancy to do this.
Chuny powers activate!
That ain't Namba anymore. We calling him the N-Bomb. But hey, listen, anyone who's willing to immolate another human being for me, well, they can be my friend anytime. Following this, we find Zhao, who's been rescued by our old friend Mitsu from the Tojo clan. He didn't do anything interesting enough to get screen time in the first video, and he's just barely cutting it here, because he tells us in the vaguest words possible, Arakawa is planning something. Be ready. Thanks a lot, Fatso. Let's see if Hoshino can clarify any of that. The answer is kind of. Remember that mysterious bill in our pocket? Hoshino explains that he gave this fake bill to Arakawa 40 years ago as an apology for assassinating his father. Hey kid, sorry I blew your dad's brains out. Here's a bunch of Monopoly money. Don't spend it all in one place. Anyway, we think Arakawa must have
held on to that for 40 years,
meaning he might still be on our side after all. Fast forward 3 cutscenes. Aoki is rapidly accumulating political influence, but he still has time to go to the hospital and shit-talk his political enemies. I actually actually counted Ogikubo's heart rate here, it's 372 beats per minute. My man is literally too angry to die. Something has to be done about Aoki, so like a demented ex-girlfriend, I spend all week stalking him. I am obsessed. I fantasize about killing him and wearing his skin like a cloak. Eventually, we ambush him in a parking garage. His
All we
security
had was the
guards
tiger,
try to
though.
intervene, but no matter how many times they cave in the back of my skull, I just keep getting up. We finally reach Aoki and share a sexually charged handshake with him. He tells us to meet him at the bathhouse alone. This is promising. We arrive there and he explains some interesting things to us. First of all, we didn't go to jail for Sawashiro. We went to jail for him. Remember when he injected himself with that experimental drug? Yeah, turns out the side effects include having a mental breakdown and ventilating this guy's skull. So Arakawa lied to us to protect his son, but it's okay because he's such a good kid. Anyway, Aoki demands that we leave him alone or he'll piss his pants and throw a tantrum. And you know what?
psychotic
I
again.
just don't care. So we make our escape out the back door and into the parking lot, where we are confronted by 7 Asians and one kind of mutated half-breed. This guy looks like he crawled out of a Monsanto growth vat. So for the sake of all
Reggie.
humankind, we're going to have to put him down.
Can you smell what the chef is
After all
cooking?
that, we receive a call explaining that Arakawa wants to meet with us tomorrow, but Kasuga is a socially maladjusted psychopath.
I'm sorry, what the fuck is that suit he's wearing? Jesus Christ. Performative arts, people.
So instead of waiting a few hours, we decide to break into his office and permanently cripple several of his associates. All was going well until we were confronted by these two. This is Goro
Majima!
Majima and Taiga Saijima. And if you're a fan of the other games, this moment is where you are legally allowed to blow a load in your pants.
Sitting around in this place has been
No. We can't have the English dub for Majima.
killing me with boredom.
Wait a minute, is that Jotaro? Alright, wasn't expecting that. Let's go.
Yo.
Spin to win. Fuck yeah. Go Majima.
Okay, in hindsight, that was a bad idea. We're not even close to being able to beat them, but I know what to do. We're going to craft the strongest sledgehammer in the game, and then I'm going to use it to turn Majima's head into a 2-dimensional object. First, we need to
Watermelon
spend
time.
7 hours on the baseball minigame. This will give us enough tickets to afford the base weapon, which we can upgrade from there. Good, you've got enough points. Now, keep going.
Why baseball?
Saying dumbass things. You're not even making sense.
Shut the hell up. Now, watch me hit this slick triple. Alright, that'll do. Grab the hammer and Google the next step. Realize it's going to cost 20 million yen to craft this. Have a small
fuck
and well-contained mental breakdown. Now go craft these shitty helmets and swallow this drink. Don't ask me what it is, because I don't know. But you're now making 200% more money from enemies. Time to go
Nice.
spend 4 hours crushing people's testicles in the Sotenbori battle arena. Congratulations, you now have 20 mil. Craft the hammer and go reintroduce yourself to Goro. The second attempt was a lot easier, because after 20 sledgehammer hits and some help from an orbital ion cannon, we survived the fight long enough to be interrupted by Arakawa and his former boss Daigo Dojima, the chairman of the Tojo clan. This is all a little confusing, but at least we haven't been shot yet. We follow them upstairs, where they explain everything. Turns out Arakawa is a double agent. He betrayed the Tojo clan with Daigo's permission in order to infiltrate the Omi Alliance
This is heavy spoilers.
and weaken it from within. Tomorrow, the actual leader of the Omi Alliance, Masaru Watase, is getting released from prison. And when that happens, Arakawa, Daigo, and Watase are going to hold a meeting in front of hundreds of Yakuza to dissolve the Tojo clan and Omi Alliance, which will destroy Aoki's criminal influence. The best part? No one knows
Wait.
about this except
Why are they dissolving the Tojo clan though?
for us. So when it's announced, shit might go crazy. The next day, we head into the meeting hall. Watase makes his arrival and declares the dissolution of the Omi Alliance. This was not well received. Then Daigo comes out and dissolves the Tojo clan. Things are now at a fever pitch. Watase calls the entire crowd pussies, at which point there's no turning back. Fortunately, we've got plenty of backup.
Oh fuck yeah, you get Majima on your side now. Essence of Wrecking Ball, what? Ah! And how, pray tell, did you get that in
In the middle
there?
of all of this, an Omi thug rushes the stage with a knife. I hope you didn't bother changing your pants, because this is where Kazuma Kiryu makes his introduction by casually crushing this man's jaw. Not long after, the fighting is over, the dissolution is complete, and Daddy Arakawa finally gives us some much-needed emotional validation. What a happy ending.
Kasuga, you need to call me as soon as you get this. This morning, they found Arakawa's body in the ocean.
Well,
God damn.
shit. We're pretty sure Aoki's behind the assassination. It's not obvious who pulled the trigger, but I did just witness Sawashiro gouge out a man's eyeballs like 2 cutscenes ago, so I'd say he's a strong candidate. Anyway, we're pretty depressed about the whole dead Arakawa thing, but I think I know something that'll cheer us up. Sub-stories. These side quests are some of the most enjoyable parts of any Yakuza game.
I'm sorry,
The
was that
easiest
Mario
way to
Kart?
understand them is to imagine you took a bunch of hallucinogenic drugs and wandered around town offering your services as a freelance adventurer. However, I personally believe it's better if you don't understand them. One minute you're investing in a vacuum company, and the next you're watching a military-grade Roomba slaughter dozens of innocent civilians, and that's perfectly
Yes.
okay. In fact, I think it's a lot of fun. Kasuga loves helping people, so you can imagine how excited he was when we came across a group of metrosexual bikers in need of assistance. We approached them and they explained that one of their motorcycle enthusiasts has been taken hostage by the Yakuza. Apparently, he went on a drug-fueled bender and strangled 37 people with a chain, and now the evil Yakuza are holding him captive until they get like $500 to cover the funeral costs. In my demented mind,
How dare they?
this makes perfect sense. We offer to help rescue their friend. However, the only biker that's willing to come with us is this guy. This is Taka the Striker, and at first glance you may be impressed by his chiseled features and physics-defying hair, but he keeps referring to himself in the third person, and I'm pretty sure he's retarded. My evidence for this is that I told him to wait here for 30 seconds
And
while
he
I
doesn't.
gather supplies. I came back 15 seconds later, and he had already left to attack the Yakuza office by himself. Oh well, maybe
He is
he's actually
retarded.
really strong and doesn't
Nope,
need our
immediately
help.
gets
Never
captured.
mind. Taka has been on the ground getting his back blown out for the past 20 minutes, so we decide to help him the only way we know how.
Why would you help him? Sounds like he's enjoying himself.
After beating the Yakuza to death, we make our escape, and our motorcycle friends are free to terrorize the streets once more. In fact, as a sign of gratitude, Taka gives us his Poundmaid number. So if we ever get accosted by strange men, we can call Taka to ride in on his motorcycle, light the wheels on fire, and commit several acts of vehicular manslaughter. Very nice.
Murder
On to the
them
next
all.
quest. I'm walking past this children's park where I find a man headbutting a tree. Obviously, we introduce ourselves. This is Mr. Masochist. He's a pain-loving degenerate. However, he's had his balls stepped on one too many times, and now he can't feel anything. He yearns
Oh,
for the
damn.
sweet nectar of pain, but is unable to acquire it. So he
Have
rips
we-
off his
Have we introduced you to our fucking BDSM chick? Hey, Gunner Story, how you doing?
clothes and begs us to beat him. We conduct an extreme and violent S&M session in the middle of this playground, but no matter what we do to him, he can't feel a thing.
No!
This is tragic. I even tried finding his mother so she could inflict psychological pain upon him, but that just became depressing really quick, so I gave up. However, later that day, we come across a woman who's about to be stabbed. Mr. Masochist gets jealous of this and it dives in front of the knife, saving her life. We beat down the
He feels the knife and now he starts cutting himself.
attackers, and the woman thanks our gimped out friend, but he's too busy being depressed to care, so she calls him pathetic and slaps him. He likes
Oh.
that a lot.
Yeah, he likes being hit by women.
One thing leads to another, and suddenly she's spanking him
Yeah.
with a riding crop.
Within a week, that riding crop won't be doing it anymore and it'll be inside of him.
It hurts so good!
Finally, our friend can feel the pain he desires. Mr. Masochist has been unlocked as a poundmate.
For
Well,
fuck's
helping all
sake.
of those average Japanese men was nice and all, but we
Mr.
still need to
M.
deal with Ryo Aoki. We've already damaged his criminal empire, now we're going to hit him politically.
Professional
Unfortunately, I
empire.
couldn't find any photos of Ryo Aoki blackface, so we'll have to do this the old-fashioned way.
No!
Aoki
What
has
do you mean Trudeau hasn't been blackfacing yet? We're gonna have to do it ourselves.
chosen Kume to run for office in Yokohama. The canonical reason for this is because he wants to flex his power by getting the most retarded guy in town elected to parliament. We're going to enter the election against Kume and use that to get close to Aoki. Yes, I know, we're a convicted criminal who has spent the last month beating people to death with a sledgehammer, but I don't think that would even make a difference in real life, let alone in the wonderful world of Yakuza. So let's give it a
Yakuza
shot.
Mario Kart. I can't wait to get to Yakuza 7. We're up to Yakuza 5 now, so we're getting close to this one. God fucking damn it.
Kasuga is speaking to any other character in the game, he has the oration and mental acuity of a grape. But for some reason, when we speak to Kume, Kasuga's brain painfully and rapidly expands. As his IQ enters the low millions, his ego dissolves, and for a brief moment in time, he becomes God. Kume responds not with a counter-argument, but rather with a series of noises usually reserved for a prostate exam. And with that, we have secured our first political victory.
Yes.
He's got my vote.
Shut up, you're homeless. That was a pretty massive W for the
Well, I mean, that doesn't matter. You saw what happened in California, right? All those lawsuits over the homeless voting.
Kasuga campaign. So we follow Kume to his next rally, where
being
we
paid to
assert
vote.
ideological superiority by beating the shit out of his voters. And just as I'm about to kidnap and presumably murder Kume, I receive some troubling news.
I just realized I don't think the YouTube fucking icons are working. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Turns out Aoki isn't taking too kindly to us bullying his Make-A-Wish kid, and he sent an assassin to kill Hoshino. With Arakawa dead, Hoshino is the closest thing we have to a diabetic father figure, so we can't let him be killed. We rush over to his office to save him from Sawashiro, but
he's already dead?
tells me we might be too late.
No!
I skip all the dialogue because I can't read, and then the fight begins. Unfortunately, Sawashiro's stats got buffed, and he's absolutely humiliating us. In fact, he managed to dodge most of my attacks by standing perfectly still. Well, try dodging
The hammer does nothing, holy shit.
Eventually, we got him on the ground, which is a very bad place to be when I have a sledgehammer. As a reward for beating his ass, Sawashiro decides to tell us why he's loyal to Ryo Aoki in the first place. Turns out the subway station lockers are the premier baby depository for all of Japan, because when Sawashiro was a teenager, he left his unwanted child in one of these lockers. In fact, he did it on the same night that Arakawa's wife put their child in the locker. Ryo Aoki was one of those babies, and Kasuga was the other. It is basically confirmed that we are Arakawa's real son, but he took the wrong baby that night, causing us to be raised by hookers in a brothel while Aoki was raised by the Yakuza. And the only person who knew all of this was Sawashiro. He also mentions that he didn't kill Arakawa, but he's pretty sure that notorious dickhead Ishioda did. I was genuinely unsure of how to process this information, so I settled on calling the police and sending Sawashiro to prison for life.
And then going on a complete schizo freakout and just murdering everybody.
After that, we head back to the campaign office to find Kume and twist his nipples, but all we could find was this guy. We start beating him mercilessly for information on Kume, and
you about to beat up the bleach cum dudes again too?
And after he tells us everything he knows, we keep going. Just before we can watch the spark of life fade from this poor man's eyes, we are stopped by none other than Kiryu. He claims to have the information we're looking for, but first we have to prove ourselves to him. Apparently, the only way to do that is by defeating him in shirtless combat. The fight was challenging. Kiryu spent the entire time beating Namba like he owes him money, but fortunately, Saiko unlocks her Enema Revival skill. Honestly, this fight is a great opportunity to appreciate the depth of Kasuga's schizophrenia, because to us, it looks like this. But to Kasuga, it looks like this. I know that seems pretty promising for us, but Kiryu has been in about 23 different Yakuza games, and unfortunately, the fandom has already depicted him as the Chad and us as the Virgin. So nothing we do
Kiryu is always gonna win.
In fact, we awake 20 minutes later, and Kiryu tells us he beat us into a low-grade coma just so we would chill out. Now that we're sufficiently calm, Kiryu takes us in to meet with Korean lady whose name I forgot 3 months ago. They explain that Aoki is bringing in a legendary assassin to kill the rest of us. Somewhat problematic. This assassin is named Mirror Face for his supernatural ability to impersonate other people on an atomic level. He's basically a skinwalker, and I can't risk this video turning into a creepypasta, so we have to kill this guy right now. We head over to this office to intercept Mirror Face, but oh no, it's a trap.
Who would have thunk it's a trap?
We make it upstairs to find Ishioda waiting for us. Oh, for fuck's sake, don't tell me this is another trap.
What the hell?
This is Mirror Face. He has assumed Adachi's identity, and now he's either trying to strangle him to death or give him mono. Can't tell which. It's all a little confusing, and personally, I just shoot them both. But eventually, Kasuga finds the real Adachi, and the fight is on. This is the man that murdered our father, so we can't hold anything back. Saiko burnt him with candle wax, Adachi electrocuted him, and Namba got beat to death with an office chair.
And then thrown out the window.
Eventually, we got the upper hand, and Ishioda explains that he tried to kill Arakawa, but Tendo stopped him and did it himself. New arch nemesis acquired.
Jesus Christ.
So we're all up in this office
Convoluted
theorizing
bullshit.
about how we can get to Tendo, and it's going quite well, until...
Beep.
Final chapter. It's been several weeks since we exploded. Presumably, we're dead. That's good news for Kume and Aoki, because the election is tomorrow and they're out campaigning. For a brief moment, Aoki considers that lying to the taxpayers and assassinating political enemies might be morally wrong, but his secretary assures him that it's actually based, and he...
You're going for a noble goal, so of course political assassination is the only way to go. Fuck's sake.
He agrees. I am going to kill this woman. While that's
Please do.
A mysterious man is quickly approaching their van. He appears unhinged, his motives are unclear, and he's possibly concealing an AR-15 in his trench coat, until he rips off his jacket to reveal Kasuga with the band-aid. You see, we may have been 4 feet from an exploding brick of C4, but Kiryu taught us the most important skill in any Yakuza
Psychosis shields?
essence of plot armor. We launch ourselves onto Aoki's bus and deliver him one final ultimatum. We explain that there's a recording of him ordering the assassination of Arakawa, and it's hidden somewhere inside the Millennium Tower. Once we get it, we're going to release it to the public and ruin him. This was a bluff, but Aoki is too much of a neurotic freak to ignore it. First, he's going to send hundreds of his men to look
chasing
for the
after
tape,
it.
but after we beat them, he'll show up himself, and then we've got him all to ourselves. So we prepared ourselves for this final confrontation. Mostly, this involved going to the blacksmith to upgrade all of our weapons, and then getting absolutely hammered on convenience store sake. I'm not an alcoholic, I just like the vibe. We arrive at the tower positively inebriated. In fact, we're so profound...
You're not an alcoholic, you're just going for the completionist achievement. You need to drink every single drink from every single store.
...wasted that we spent the first 4 turns of battle beating the shit out of each other. But eventually, we sobered up enough to find the real enemies. This place is swarming with Yakuza, which gave us an abundance of data regarding which furniture can and cannot be destroyed with the human body. Eventually, we make our way upstairs, where we find Tendo. He wastes no time threatening to suspend us from the ceiling by our balls.
You must have had a pair of brass balls. I'm gonna have to string your
balls.
He's a freak for real, but we can't let that happen. This ends here. The fight against Tendo is objectively unfair, because he has no known weaknesses, throws us around like we're goddamn cartoon characters, and he does this really cute thing where he punches you in the chest and you die. Apparently, the meta strategy to counter this is to call Mr. Masochist, who loves being beaten so much that he'll jump in to absorb the punches for you. However, I completely forgot about that, so the battle plan was just grinding pepper in Tendo's eyes and hoping he'd go blind. This did not work very well. Also, I noticed Tendo has a statistically abnormal obsession with beating Saiko. I'm not sure if it's because she's a woman or my healer, but he spent about 90% of the fight running her down. The battle went on for about 20 minutes until I got desperate and called for help from my top employee.
Top employee? Oh, the goat! Go, Majima! Rain swords! I'm so... Fuck yeah! This is fucking awesome.
This attack was so effective, it made Tendo ragdoll through the sky like we were on GM flat tracks. After that, Namba hit him with some lightning, and I thought we won. But just as Tendo was about to surrender himself to unconsciousness, he must have heard Saiko's voice, because he got back up and immediately started punching us in the face again. Lovely. Meanwhile, Ryo Aoki is at City Hall preparing to declare his party's victory in the elections, until something comes on the TV. My Japanese is a little rusty, but I believe it says, "Dumb shithead Ryo Aoki Aoki wanted for incitement to murder. The crowd breaks into a frenzy, and Aoki looks like his head is about to explode. He's furious
fuck,
and he's
bitch.
coming straight for us. He arrives 10 minutes later to find Tendo and, all of our dead bodies. As if that wasn't bad enough, Aoki realizes we must have had help to even get this far. So he says loudly and very legibly,
Hunt them all down. Kill them. Make sure the bodies are never found.
"Gotcha, bitch." We're not actually
And that was
dead.
just televised.
That's not actually Tendo, it's Mirror Face. And you've just admitted a bunch of criminal shit on camera. It's the end of the line. But Aoki doesn't want to go gently into that good night.
Men! Kill them all! Leave no one alive!
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm sorry. Was that a shrimp? Oh, right. That was from the last episode where you saved the pet.
Aoki spent the last 30 years of his life in a wheelchair, and I am desperately attempting to put him back in one. But apparently it wasn't enough to stop him from taking a police officer hostage and escaping the tower. Now he's on the run, and I think I know where he's heading. The place where it all began. We find Aoki at the subway lockers, where our parents left us some 40 years ago. At first, he's still a little angry with us, but we're not here to fight. Kasuga slowly convinces Aoki that it doesn't have to be this way. He can do his time and start over. Be reborn as the man he was supposed to be.
He's gonna commit
a good
Sudoku.
man and a good brother. The mere thought of not being a complete and utter piece of shit drives Aoki to the brink of suicide. But eventually we get through to him. He puts away the gun, agrees to turn himself in, and we share our first real moment as brothers. Then he gets stabbed in the abdomen with a buck knife. That's right, the final boss of the entire game just got taken out by ultimate dickhead Kume. Absolutely unbelievable. Kasuga picks up Aoki and rushes him to the hospital.
Lowest seat
Credits
member,
roll,
goddammit.
I cry, and then we get an epilogue. Adachi gets his job back on the police force. Kasuga attends a joint funeral for Arakawa and Aoki, and we get an invite to leave town with the actually cool Yakuza characters. But we turn it down. We're staying here with our friends. They call us gay, and we go cry on a bridge. It's finally over. Well, that's going to be it for this video. We've laughed, we've cried, and most importantly, we've realized the importance of not taking your medication. Because I'm pretty sure none of this would have been possible if Kasuga wasn't completely and utterly insane. Thank you to this month's patrons, and finally, thank you for watching.
Oh, fucking hell. So it is fucking just Mario Kart and Yakuza. God, I'm gonna spend so much time on that minigame. Not even a pause. Kiryu doesn't have a health bar. He has a patience bar. Yeah. Dramatic story filled with betrayal, redemption, life lesson, or smoking massive amounts of crack at the same time. It really is. I can't wait to get to this one. Well, Proximity Chat released a new video last week. Never mess with a VR chat Kmart. Oh boy. The Kmart associate is going to drop a lot of hard R's, isn't he?
You have been kick evading by using different alt accounts.
We're gathering all of the
How dare
administration
he?
for Kmart.
That proximity chat imposter tried to literally accuse him of like allowing strippers into the Kmart.
Oh, you're being transphobic. Okay. Well, I'm done talking to you.
What? You do not understand what happens in my head. He was one.
You really want to say
Psychosis
that to a
happens in your
freaking
head.
48-year-old?
That's a 48-year-old.
We're at the VR chat Kmart. Let's cause some problems. Sorry, guys.
Oh, no, it's a fucking virtual Kmart. Oh, God, so they're just laughing. Oh, it's even worse than I thought.
There's no animals allowed in the store. No wolves allowed in the store. You gotta go.
Excuse me?
What is this one saying?
I think they called us wolves.
We're hyenids, so we have no idea what the hell you're talking about, dude.
I don't think you guys are dressed appropriately for this store.
What's wrong with our fit?
You're dressed
The
like
tits are
strippers at the Kmart.
And
Bouncing.
nobody's saying a peep about it, so I don't know why you're over here complaining about it.
You guys need to leave my store.
Tell me true. Are you going ahead and pretending to be an associate of Kmart?
Yeah, I work here. I'm a Kmart associate.
there
No, you're
you have
not.
it.
Because Kmart associates
I know
get
the
invited
manager.
instantly to the group.
There's actually Kmart associates. What are these guys talking about?
Dude's literally trying to pretend to be a moderator /
5
associate.
seconds.
Is this your employee uniform here?
It's a name that you have to be associate and you have to get in the access.
There's levels of cringe that, oh my god. This was a mistake.
Our Discord to actually get it.
I am an associate, though.
Oh yeah, he keeps saying that he's an associate of Kmart.
Tell you right now, you're not. I'm the one who maintains that database.
Are you the owner of the Kmart?
I'm one of the HR people.
They have an
Sure.
HR here. That's just great. I would like to report that your customers are dressed inappropriately. My son was here shopping for back to school supplies, and he ran into some strippers.
Yeah, I'm
How's
sorry. I do
Daniel
have to
doing?
ban you.
I've been banned from the Kmart. I joined right back. They're having a conversation out here.
Nice.
Who is this right here? Go that way.
It's
You're eavesdropping right now.
I don't listen to strippers.
Oh, for damn sake, let's do it again.
You think it's okay to call my friends strippers? It ain't.
You're on purposely being like. Is there a term for like? Is it just being a nuisance, or is there an actual term for like being furry phobic?
Cyberbullying to the fullest extent of the law. The fact that you're bullying them.
To the full. Can we just put muzzles on them all? They all just need to shut their mouths.
That really pisses all of us off.
I'm just trying to keep the Kmart safe, man.
You gonna get 4 views on this YouTube video or something, huh?
Ah, yes, 4 views, 500,000.
He won't even get 1 view on his YouTube video. Or if he does get views, they're probably all gonna be like, what are you talking about?
You gotta beg your grandma to watch it.
You seriously think it's appropriate to call 2 people who aren't even acting like strippers?
This guy's actually pressing me
I
on a virtual
mean-
Kmart parking lot because I called people that
Why are their tits just on full display bouncing like that, though?
looked like strippers.
Yeah, well, I think I have every God-given right to press you about that.
How much for a dance with one of your girls?
My friends are not for sale. I
They
don't
are
have
strippers,
time
though.
to play games.
Well, you pressed me in a Kmart parking lot, so you obviously do.
The reason why I pressed you is because you're harassing my friends, which I do not take too kindly to. Now, I want you to listen here and you listen good, alright? See that person on the roof over there? They know
No,
what's going on.
can't see past
They're
you.
seeing what's going on. Do you think it's funny to harass people and then act like you are the victim? Because honestly, I find that quite offensive.
Sir, I'm just keeping the Kmart safe. There
I think those massive bouncing titties are offensive.
were girls dressed very sexualized in there.
They were not dressed sexualized. Oh, and to make matters worse, you have been kick evading by using different alt accounts.
And
I think we'll do some more kick evading and go right back. You're kick evading.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
You're kick evading. You're fucking kick evading the Kmart. You're kick evading at the Kmart.
You know, the more you do this, the more I'm gonna ignore you.
I'm here for the Kmart ladies.
Buddy, back off.
the Kmart
I
strippers.
just did a voice check just now. I'm listening to the stream of the Kamarazzi chat. His voice is pretty darn close.
All right, now do you want to talk?
We want to talk civilly. We just want to talk. We're gathering all of.
Hold on.
All right, now do
Fucking proximity chats. You gotta blend in, huh?
you want to talk?
We want to talk civilly. We just want to talk. We're gathering all of the administration team
strippers.
for Kmart so we can actually like get this professionally sorted out. We do think there's been some kind of misunderstanding.
I appreciate you getting all the Kmart
I'm a
associates.
bad
Is that what it's
proximity
called?
chat.
The leadership, very top of the totem pole.
Can we get your employee in here who was screaming at me in the parking lot?
Rex will not be joining because
He's not on the
he's
totem
in
pole.
timeout.
Kmart
Oh,
uses the
he's in
timeout
timeout.
system, huh?
He's in a very riled up mood, and we know the way he can act when he's riled up. And just to protect, both him and you, we don't think that's a good idea.
Well, he's a Kmart associate, and I felt very threatened in the parking lot, so I need an apology from him.
No.
I can see.
No?
No?
No, because, let's be honest. What?
No, drops a slur. This. Just no.
What's this going to change? It's just a minor incident on VR chat. It's not that big of a deal.
All right, well, if you fire this lady right here, I'll be satisfied with that and we can move on.
Oh, you're being transphobic. Okay. Well, I'm done talking to you.
What? How's that transphobic?
I am literally a guy. I have he, him in my bio. I say I'm a guy. That's.
You think he's going to check your bio? These people are retarded.
Very transphobic.
Now, how am I supposed to know that? I didn't read any of that. She left. Okay, what the hell's wrong with her?
Clearly, a lot of things are wrong with you people.
I haven't seen these guys in like a year. This is the lady who's cheating on her IRL husband with this guy in VR chat.
Trying to contact her husband IRL to tell her what she's doing on VR chat.
What's she doing on VR chat that's so bad that her husband needs to know?
So me and Sly are VR married, right? But that's none of his damn business.
I guarantee you that if I just have someone even mention my name, one of them is gonna like lose their shit.
Hey Nachi, can I tell you something?
No.
I'm working for Proximity Chat. I'm gonna record you.
He's in cahoots with that wee boy YouTuber who works for him. He says he's gonna record me. Why are you tiny? Sly? Why are you tiny?
Oh, here we go. His girlfriend's starting to freak out just because Proximity Chat was mentioned.
She's having a schizo moment.
Oh, is this girl having a panic attack?
Every last fucking one of you. Leave me the alone. Fucking deadbeats, man. One of Proximity Chat's lackeys would come joining here, start targeting me for no
So I think
reason.
the guy that...
And I guarantee you that half of the squad in front of you right now are all in cahoots with them. Not Colin, though. Like the last Proximity Chat's little fuckboys who started harassing me for no reason.
No reason, you say? There was obviously a reason.
Respawn.
I love you, Sly Fox. Marry me, please.
You really want to say that to a freaking 48-year-old female? I don't think so.
I have 50 plus people in my head.
You have Dahmer, Bundy, Julius Caesar. Who?
We need to make mental asylums great again.
Who's out right now?
My name is Mr. Smiley.
Sounds more like a roleplay kind of thing, you know?
It's not roleplay.
It is roleplay.
You can't actually expect me to take you seriously. I'm gonna call it roleplay, all right?
It's not roleplay!
This guy likes to act like Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy.
She, I go by she, they.
I had no idea.
No, I'm just
of course
saying,
you
you're
do.
being ignorant on Pride Month, and that's sad. Imagine being ignorant on the fucking month that LGBTQ is supposed to be open and.
I'm sorry, that's an outdated fucking term. Isn't it supposed to be like, oh god, what is it? 2SLI? Oh, Jesus. It's something obscenely long now. It's like 20 characters.
Like, actually be supported. And then you're over here not supporting anything because you are just a dumbass. You are a
Come on,
retarded fucking faggot that
There it
doesn't
is.
understand anything about what we are going through on a daily. Do you understand that? You do not understand what happens.
That sounds like you're a bit upset. What are you going to do? Off yourself? In Minecraft?
On a daily, whenever there's a lot of people in my head.
Can you guys explain to me what DID means?
We occur when our hosts have consumed enough drama in their lives to create fragments of their other versions that they wish were true. But
And some of them can be massive dicks. I'm talking about. I'm referring to Shadow.
Who's Shadow?
Shadow's.
It's another one of the office.
Dick.
How do I meet Shadow?
Shadow comes out on his own time.
I could force him out, but then he's gonna come after me.
I need you to come in here and get Shadow out for me.
I need Shadow to come out. Get away
Hey,
from
can
me.
you actually please leave her alone, please?
He's got phantom sense. He can feel that. Shadow might come out. Ugh.
She's easily scared of people.
Shadow, are you okay?
I'm
Flash, not Shadow. Panic attack. That's why we don't have a lot of people surround them normally.
I just want to see Shadow. I'm sorry.
No, don't get close to her like that. Again, that's one of
Shadow. Come here. Quit.
Why are you running?
From me.
Why are you running?
Is Shadow okay?
Hey.
Fine. I've been through worse.
When they just get out of that stuff, they still need time to calm down.
I'm surprised they haven't blocked the guy yet.
Reality a few weeks ago.
What does that even mean?
When we
We're formed over time.
it takes us
I
time.
just came into reality. I don't think I've.
The mental retardation. It is growing.
I've had a panic attack before. Wow. That doesn't happen often. He was just patting me on my face,
No,
trying to
that wasn't-
pester me
she
to let
was-
Shadow
they
out.
were-
Why hasn't Shadow come out yet?
Shadow comes out whenever he wants. He'll force himself out. He's been
When does
asleep,
Shadow usually
and
come
he
out?
needs to stay that way. Out of all the alters that are in there, he with me the most.
I can do Mark if we need to bring Mark out.
She just brought out someone named Mark.
You wanted me, you little.
Shadow, you need to help Mark.
Shadow is not coming out. If I wake him up, he'll be even more pissed at me.
Shadow.
Yes, physical forms that live inside the mind space, they can still get bruises and crowd. Just they won't be able to be seen.
Oh, is Mark gone?
Mark is tired as f. I woke him up, got thrown out of the window for 3 minutes past the fucking house, and I'm here. So yeah.
Oh, what? Thrown out the window? What are these people talking about? After watching all this,
These people just need to be locked up.
Shadow isn't real, and you're faking it.
These people need to get off the fucking... what's the American one that they have? Because we've got fucking Centrelink here. In America, it's... what is the benefits program in America? I know food stamps is a thing, but... not SSI. USAID, is it that? I think SNAP. But yeah, no, SNAP is one of them. But there's so many. They just need to be kicked off of it and see how they react.
I'm not faking it.
Oh yeah, you are.
Shadow's fake.
Don't
Shadow.
I think Shadow's fake.
Oh
Shadow's
Jesus!
Fake.
Gotcha, fucking motherfucker.
Damn.
Shadow's fake. Shadow's fake.
He came fucking back.
Shadow's fake.
Can I get a shot of Shadow isn't real? Shadow isn't real. Can I just get a shot of Shadow isn't real? Can I just get a shot of Shadow isn't real?
Got your fucking ass.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you okay?
Please back off.
I saw the guy downstairs make you angry. I wonder what was happening down there.
I'm fine.
What I find incredibly rude is how you all be acting within our hotel. We also asked you for permission not to record in our hotel.
I'm not
And
recording.
why would
I
they
promise.
fucking have Alistair as a woman?
I heard you speak of a video. I only asked this to keep everybody else's private information and life safe. They had said they wouldn't record for everybody's safety in their server. They understood and they were respecting us. So yes, they may have recorded at some point in time, but they have promised not to give out any personal information on everyone in the server or
Drops
record
real
while we're all
names.
here. So they're okay.
They're following me.
Hey, Shadow isn't real. Shadow isn't real.
He was one!
Shadow isn't real.
Gotcha. Got your fucking ass.
There's someone messing with me. I'd like to report them. They're over here if you could just follow me. Yeah, they're like way down there.
No one down here.
What?
There's no one down here.
No, they're down. They're further down.
What's their name?
I was just wasting your time.
Fuck is that?
Hey, Faye, you know what to do. I'm gonna ask you, do not waste staff time. If you do that, then it won't be good.
Oh, sorry. All right, I'm not messing around this time. There's an issue.
What is it?
Yeah, no, I'm not doing a
I
bounty.
won't. It's over here.
Where is it?
What?
Where's the issue at?
I'm just wasting your time.
Don't waste my time again. All you're doing is trolling now. Hey, Gus, I need to talk to you.
You're gonna
I'm
tell
a bit
on me?
sad that they didn't get Shadow out.
I need you to warn him or kick him. Because he's just trolling.
I was reporting someone.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He left.
Yeah, no, you're just trolling, my guy. He
No, he
told
wasn't.
me there's something going on over there. There's nothing over there.
No, I saw something going on over there. I promise.
Okay, then show me.
Okay, Jesus, come on. Right over here. A little closer. I'm just wasting your time.
Nice.
So you're just middle class.
Wait, what?
What was she mad at you for?
I think
only makes a pithy $100,000 a year.
How much do you make, ma'am?
I'm an established member of the community, and I
Sure
provided
you are.
avatars. I'm just a contributing member
Oh,
of
God.
the community. That's all.
Okay.
So you contribute nothing to actual society and you just make fucking furry bloody... It's sad how much money they charge. Like, people are willing to spend obscene amounts of money for these avatars.
Okay, then that makes a lot of sense why you were getting mad at that guy for having a real job because you don't have one. That makes sense. Okay, I cracked the case.
No, you're just making assumptions now. It's just none of your business how much I make. I don't have to tell you. And you sitting here making assumptions about me just makes an ass out of you and me. It doesn't make you right to any degree.
Well, look, if you're going to criticize other people's money, I'm going to criticize yours. That's only fair.
I don't think you realize how much we make on here.
Okay, tell me then. I've been waiting to hear.
I charge $150 an avatar, buddy.
Okay, how many have you sold this year?
You're not going to get any statistics out of me. I'm not going to do shit.
Okay, sorry. What have you been saying? Sorry.
Like your proximity chat.
Yeah. Was that guy over there who got kicked? Was that proximity?
No, but I know you are.
Oh, you kicked the wrong guy.
I'm glad I have your YouTube channel under federal investigation.
Oh, really? For what?
Oh, wow.
Illegal activities. Unlike
Such
you, I
as?
know the law, right?
No, you don't.
I know which laws you're breaking. Also, I know I
What
can sue
laws
the holy
then?
hell out of you for several reasons. And I will
No, you
have you
can't.
served with papers. But just take into account and consideration that
You're a fictitious litigant. Shut the fuck up.
every account that I see you on, I put on a list.
You have a list?
I do. They're just all of your VR chat names.
Oh, is this your favorite game to play?
I can see why you're only charging $150. Everything is like all your clothes are being clipped through.
Play.
I live here.
You live in VR chat?
Yeah, you're talking to a VR chat legend, bitch. I go to sleep,
No.
I wake up, I come back, I use it.
37 living in VR. That's wild.
That's
I
sad.
mean, I live on here because I develop, and I'm constantly developing and making money developing. That's what I do.
How
I
much money do you
develop.
make
I
then?
make game assets all day long. I'm always
No, you
doing
don't.
a project because I'm an artist. Proximity chat is a nobody. I didn't even know who
I'm sorry, you mispronounced autist.
he was until 3 months ago, and I've been on VR chat for 8 fucking years. I know all of the original developers. I know all of the mods for the actual
Sure
platform
you do, love.
itself. I have contact with
And this is why fucking you're only charging $150 because all of your assets are clipping through each other because you can't fucking code or mesh for shit.
Upper and Straz. If you really have a problem with me, all I have to do is just message them. I'm a very well-respected member of the community, and there's absolutely no reason for you to come here and be
No, you're not.
disrespectful to me. I've been on YouTube since 2010. I seriously
I have
do
5
not know who the
subscribers.
fuck you were until 3 months ago. You're literally a nobody, except for maybe to little kids and
A nobody.
incels. See,
I do.
unlike you,
oh.
I'm a multi-talented, multifaceted person. I can do multiple things at one time. Okay.
Yes, because my DID allows it to. I have so many personalities. I have phantom sense too.
I studied 27 different languages.
I've studied 27. Doesn't mean you can speak or read it. You've studied 27 languages.
fluently speak 5. I'm self
There it is.
taught in all of my development. Nobody taught me how to do anything. And I've been
Absolute
developing
autist.
on here for 8 years. Social media is not a job, but developing in-game engines for Unity and Blender very much so is a job. I'm sorry that you talk to retards like you on a consistent basis.
Oh well, sorry. That's an awesome little mimic you fucking avatar.
But I'm not one of them, okay? It's okay that
You
I'm
are.
more talented than you.
No, you're not.
Proximity is a nobody. It is against a federal act to record people on the internet without their permission.
No,
and
it's not.
illegal to exploit them with those videos. You can't make money off of people just because you want to. It's illegal. And by the way, one-party consent does not apply on the internet. This means that you cannot record and you have to ask permission. The person that you're recording has every legal right to sue the holy hell out of you. You
Then do it, bitch.
Tards.
Hey, Proximity, I have a few things to say.
Yeah, what's up, man?
You know what? I can't say it. I can't
He
say
wants
it.
a
I
slur.
can't. No,
He wants a
I'm
slur.
keeping my mouth shut because if I say something.
Then why does she have the need to say all those? Hey, hey, the king. Because she wants to just hear her own voice. Because she's retarded.
I'm going to regret it lately.
Yeah, whatever you say stays between me and you. I won't record or anything.
Swayze
Trolls or
realsies.
whatsoever people that try to video us have
things up for the group that I work with. And you know what? It's almost gone to the point where I've had to kill someone about it.
What?
I don't like being videoed. I don't like my worlds being put on videos without making sense. I don't like people breaking many laws against our video rights that we have.
Well, I have this guy on video saying he wants to kill someone.
So then you lied.
You.
You're coming with me, buddy. Don't threaten to kill people.
You better let the go of me. Are you guys gonna help me the out? Let go of me.
Get him. He's a murderer. He wants to
I'm sorry, what the fuck is it? Of course the fairies would add a fucking leash item.
kill people. He wants to kill people.
Put me down, damn it. Put me down. If you touch me one more time, I'm kicking you. Put me down, motherfucker.
Kick him.
Quit touching me. I told you
You
so
know
many
you
times
like it.
in proximity to not do this, and you haven't listened. Do you want me to leave this group open or not after? Quit grabbing me! Put me down, you damn motherfucker, before
He's
I kick
hanging
your
him.
ass out. Sorry, people keep on grabbing me. Put me down! That's the first time I touched me with the color was getting kicked.
The fuck is that item? Why is that in the game?
Ask for ERP. What is that?
Oh, hell no.
That's ERP.
The hell's that?
That's sex, basically. Internet sex.
Are you just offering it up in your bio?
Well, they have to ask me first.
You're like an internet hooker, pretty much.
Got 2 fiancés. 2 fiancés and a girlfriend.
Oh, what is...
I'm sorry, is it... Did we just randomly encounter Kizumi? Never mind.
A fiance, think about that.
She knows about it.
Well, when are you getting married?
Probably in 5 years.
Why are you waiting 5 years to get married? Isn't that a long time?
I have to figure out which one I needed to marry.
You e-dating?
It's called long distance dating.
You met him IRL?
Not yet. And I have a VR family as well. I have 4 daughters, 3
of course
sons,
you do.
and around 1,000 grandchildren.
How many?
Like I said at the start of this video, we need to make mental asylums great again. My god, these people vote.
Hey, grandchildren, you just say?
Around 1,000.
And who's this?
This is my friends with benefits. Ow! Really? You had to fucking stab me in the back? I have phantom pain.
Is he sitting next to you in your room or something?
No, they're actually not here.
How did that hurt? I'm confused.
If you know phantom pain, phantom sense, all that.
Stab
stuff,
him,
no,
stab
not
him.
in the neck. Where? I developed it over 4 years.
Well, if he's in your room, you should probably stop stabbing him if he's in your room.
No, they're not in my room.
How are you getting hurt then? That's impossible.
It's phantom pain.
Not how that
phantom.
works.
I've been in this game for 4 years straight. I developed it over the 4 years.
So I assume
You develop retardation over 4 years. Yeah, that sounds about right.
he's like sitting next to you IRL and he's like touching you, so in game it tickles you.
No, there's no one in my room.
Are you lying to me?
Nope.
He's not lying to you. I can confirm it. Phantom sense is when your brain gets tricked thinking that you're actually in the world of virtual reality. So your body feels like it's actually there itself. And therefore it tricks your brain into thinking you feel things that aren't actually real.
What the hell was that?
So you felt that?
Yeah, on my nose.
That sounds like some sissy boy shit.
That's not.
I really want to see what fucking Proximity's model was then. I want to see what he just booped him with.
Sissy or anything. It's real.
What if I throw a tomato at you?
Is like...
You allergic to tomatoes?
You're demisexual?
Yeah.
What exactly does that mean?
Demisexual means you have to be... Let me get...
I'm sorry, is this guy just on the verge of orgasming whilst... What the fuck is this?
Out my Google.
What?
I'm gonna ask Google.
Wait, you don't know what your
He doesn't even know his own.
No.
Sorry, Skip. I didn't even realize you were behind me there. That's my bad. I walked through you too, so if any phantom sense was triggered or anything, I do apologize for that.
Oh, just a little bit.
I usually can tell if someone has
I have phantom
that
sense too.
because I approach them and they get shivers. Phantom sense is an actual thing if you've been in
And I have DID, I've got 40 people inside of me.
VR.
And another 30.
For quite some time. Yeah, a very bad person. One of the most up bastards on here is proximity chat. I advise you all to be careful and alert any
got some bad news for you there, bud.
you happen to come across.
So you're telling me proximity chat's basically the devil? Is that what you're saying?
The devil
Basically.
of the VRC instances, yeah. Come on, guys, let's go.
The devil to the unemployed. Bro, what are you doing? Put some clothes on, man. Disgusting.
Messing with anything.
Skip, I strongly recommend you do not be disrespectful to my super fox.
She's related?
Related to me by virtual blood.
You say that's your virtual blood?
Yeah, you got an issue with
This
it?
hurts
I'm
so
her
much.
VR sister.
Put some clothes on. You look cheap.
Tired.
You look cheap.
Skip.
You ever get noise complaints from screaming so loud?
No, but we do have a Karen who likes trying to cause trouble.
Fucking proximity chat. Never gets old. Yeah, motherfuckers laughing a minimum wage job. Cyberbullying to the fullest extent of the law makes it sound like they codified bully. Yeah. Now, this one's a request from in the Discord. The hilarious death of Archduke Ferdinand.
Hey everyone, today we are talking about the funniest thing in the world, people dying. More specifically, we're talking about the assassination
The funniest thing, kids dying.
of Archduke Ferdinand. A lot of you are probably vaguely familiar with the events that went on that day, as it was the event that was responsible for World War I. But what history books rarely talk about, and the most important part to me, is the absolute hilarity of everything that led up to him dying. To give you an idea, there were 7 people trying to kill him, and all of them failed, and then he seemingly died by total luck. We're gonna go ahead and get into it, but as always, thank you for watching. But first, a word from our sponsor. What could Archduke Ferdinand have been doing that would have saved him from dying and therefore prevented World War I and II? That's right. The thing you knew was coming whenever I started doing ads is here now
Headphone
to save
warning?
the day. Raid
Raycon?
Shadow Legends.
Oh, no.
Raid Shadow Legends is the only game to offer a console experience on mobile platform. Everything from bosses, dungeons, a single-player story campaign, as
No,
well
it's
as
not.
a player
It really
versus
isn't.
player team experience. And with over 500 playable characters, it's all the fun of World War I without the dying.
I feel like Raid
Use the
Shadow
link in the
Legends is just a
description
fucking
to download
crypto
Raid
mining
Shadow Legends today and get access
app
to
now.
literally
It's just-
hundreds of playable characters, such as my favorite Harvest Jack, because look at him, and Skull Crown, because look at her. Each character, as well as all the others, have their very own selective moveset and gear list to tailor to exactly how you want to play. Using these customized teams in a very RPG fashion, you can counter dungeons, bosses, and other teams in order to rank up in loot and experience. Not only that, but you can tackle an extensive fantasy single-player campaign story.
Sure you
Raid
can.
Shadow Legends just hit its 2-year anniversary, which means there are now new
Hold on, how old is this video? Oh, 5. It's 7 years old now. Fucking hell.
updates with new content and limited timed offers. Among these are the brand new clan versus clan tournaments, the new Shadowkin faction, and a new Doom Tower rotation with 2 new bosses. What that means is the game is getting bigger, it's getting better, so now's as great of a time to hop on as any. So on top of all of that, if you go to the link in the description right now, you will be able to unlock Jotun as a legendary character, 100,000 silver, 50 gems, and 3 shards to unlock new playable characters.
Wow,
But you
3
have to hurry
shards
because
that
this is a
are
first-time
for
bonus, only
fucking
available for the next 30
3
days.
stars.
You can access
Not even the
all
5
these
stars.
rewards as soon as you log in by going to the inbox in the top right of the home hub. My account name in the game is Wendigoon because of course it is. So if you see me, feel free to join my clan. Raid Shadow Legends offers a unique experience that you won't find anywhere else. So once again, go to that link in the description to be able to get all of your first.
I don't know, it really tries to suck as much money as it can out of you, like every other fucking mobile game.
Time unlocks and begin playing today. Thank you so much to everyone for watching this. Thank you so much to Raid for sponsoring the channel. It really does mean a lot. You all are the best for the continued support. So thanks once again to everyone who's watching. Thank you to the sponsor, and we are back to the video. So most people just know the broad strokes, the idea that Gavrilo Princip, shot Archduke Franz Ferdinand and started World War I. But there's a lot more to it than that. See, Franz Ferdinand was set to take the throne of the Austria-Hungarian Empire. At the time, Austria-Hungary ruled over a specific portion of the country known as Bosnia. The Bosnians wanted their own freedom and to become a nation apart from Austria-Hungary, and the next door country of Serbia supported them. So in other words, you have these two relatively small countries in Europe. One of them is supposedly ruling over the Bosnians, and the other country wants the Bosnians' freedom. So those Bosnians in Austria-Hungary conspire with the Serbians as a means of striking back at the heart of the Austria-Hungary Empire. So whenever the announcement is made that the next in line for the throne, Archduke Franz Ferdinand, would be traveling to the region of Bosnia within Austria-Hungary, the Serbians decided to conspire a way to kill him. The reason that this led to World War I is because Austria-Hungary was allied with Germany and Serbia was allied with Russia. So whenever the two little nations decided to declare war with each other, the big nations got in on it too. Then from that, France decided that they were going to get into the war.
Everyone dives in.
With Russia. And then Belgium was near France, and then it looked like Germany was going to go through Belgium, and Belgium was friends with England, so England got involved. And the real reason was there had been so many advancements in explosives, technology, and machine guns that there were a bunch of world powers that were really mad they couldn't shoot each other. So this seemed like a good enough excuse. So going back to this
immediately
event
came in.
specifically, the assassination was supposed to take place in a town known as Sarajevo in June of 1914. There was an assassins group that was made up of Bosnians in Austria-Hungary, but paid for and supplied by the Serbians known as the Black Hand. These men were assembled by a Serbian general named Ilic, or Ilis. I'm going to butcher all of these pronunciations, by the way. So get used to it. I'm going to try my best, but if I'm wrong, I don't know, be mad about it. The 6 men recruited by the Black Hand to carry out the assassination were Mohammed, Veso, Nedeljko, Karjeko, Trifko, and Gavrilo. I'm so sorry. Already, before any of this happened, things were already going wrong. First of all, there was worry that the weapons wouldn't get there in time because they were being delivered in a secret crate full of sugar into Sarajevo, and they thought that they sent the sugar to the wrong place for a while, which would have been bad. There's also a lot of infighting between them, as Muhammad was being accused of not being secure enough in their operations and acting like an idiot in public. This thing was trained and planned out for several months in advance, so at any point these 7 people had to be very aware of the police presence in case the police or government somehow figured out what they were planning. To give you an idea of how messed up the situation was, Ilic was told by a general in Serbia to go ahead with the killing and that everything was good. And then on his way there, he got a message that it was off. And then he got another message saying that it was on again. But then supposedly
the on again, off again assassination.
There was another message coming to him saying that it was off. So this assassination was both on, and maybe off again. So on the morning of June 28th of 1940, Archduke Ferdinand, along with his wife Sophie, were to make their travel through the town from the train station, which is over here somewhere, through the middle of the town square, and then take a turn here to go up to a museum as part of their sort of celebration, get to know the people thing. Ilic, seeing where the route was supposed to take them, had the assassins, all 6 of them, placed in order along the path that Archduke Ferdinand would travel. We know that...
Did somebody say CIA plot?
That Muhammad and Veso were stationed next to each other, and that Nedeljko was stationed on the other side.
Where's the grassy knoll?
We
Where's
don't
the
know
book
where
tower?
the other 3 were at this time for a reason we'll figure out in a second. I don't know what to draw Ferdinand as. I guess he'll be a triangle. So, because like, you know, Illuminati. So shortly before 10 a.m., the Archduke Ferdinand arrived with his wife, the Duchess Sophie, at the train station in order to begin their journey through town as a sort of parade. The Archduke was in the 3rd of a 6-car parade which would be traveling through the middle of town. It was also very easy to distinguish which one they were, as theirs was the only car that was convertible with the tops off and with the fancy looking man.
So this is just a repeat of fucking JFK, yeah?
Waving next to his wife. Also,
or JFK's a repeat of this.
Things were going equally horrible for the Archduke and them, as soon as they took off, the chief of police left 3 of his guys at the train station, because what had happened is he opened the door for 3 security guards to step in. 3 of the wrong guards stepped in. He assumed that was his guys and drove off and left a couple empty cars with just drivers.
Well done.
So now the 6-car parade is on its way through town and the 6 assassins are waiting to kill them. So the car is approaching and the first people...
So what you're saying is technically an assassin could have gotten into one of those 6 cars then. Because of how stupid that officer was.
It passes by is Muhammad and Vaso. Now, the entire idea behind this is that the first guy in line should kill him. The other assassins are just there for insurance. However, for some reason that no one really knows, Muhammad didn't take the shot. See, every one of the assassins were armed with a bomb, a pistol, and a cyanide pill. The idea being, if you can get it close enough to take a shot, take the shot. If you can't, throw the bomb at him, and that'll take care of it.
If you get caught, take the cyanide
pill so you can't be captured and give information. Muhammad, possibly fearing his own death, or whatever else may come of him if he didn't, simply did not act. He sat there as the parade passed by. I should also mention Muhammad was nearly 30 whenever this happened. The man stationed next to him, Vaso, was 17. So possibly because Muhammad didn't do it, possibly because Vaso was afraid himself, Vaso also did not act and let the parade pass by. So currently the Archduke has made it past 2 of the assassins and is now approaching Nedeljko at the bridge. Now, Nedeljko at this time was dying of advanced tuberculosis. So those concerns
nothing to lose
for the end
for
of his life being near didn't really get to him. So at roughly 10:10 a.m., Nedeljko threw a bomb at the Archduke's vehicle. However,
in the river.
Nedeljko was not thinking about 2 things. 1, how he threw the bomb, and 2, the timer on it. So
did he blow himself up?
Nedeljko threw his bomb. He missed the carriage. It instead bounced off the convertible top laying on the back of the vehicle. It then rolled into the street because it was on a 10-second timer that he did not take into account and blew up the next car behind the Archduke. So when the explosion went off, the bomb was laying underneath the car and it immediately blew up the engine and the front part of the vehicle. Somehow no one died, but keep in mind it's a parade and there's people on either side of the street watching. So the explosion and the shrapnel ended up injuring 20 people, with the Archduke and Sophie being totally fine. So this quickly adapted from a parade into a self-defense situation, and the Archduke and them got out of there. Nedeljko decided to stick to the plan and kill himself so he could not give up information, so he popped the cyanide pill and jumped into the Miljacko River. However, the cyanide pill at this point was really old, so instead of killing him, it just
made him sick?
Intense vomiting. Not only that, but the river he tried to jump into was in its dry season.
So they didn't even give them proper cyanide. These guys, what the fuck is this plot? This is some sort of Looney Tunes Wacky Wednesdays plot. What the fuck?
And was only 13 centimeters deep. So Nedeljko popped a pill,
breaks his legs,
tried to jump into the water, instead broke his legs and began throwing up violently. To which the crowd of paraders that were mad because he just threw a bomb into the parade swarmed him, nearly beat him to death before the police came and arrested him. So the reason I mentioned earlier we're not sure where the other 3 assassins were was because as the Archduke and his parade were flying by really fast because now they're being attacked, they kind of scrammed. All 3 of them, except for one, Gavrilo Princip, who stationed himself at the local sandwich shop. See, it seems Gavrilo was rather committed to the cause, and possibly a reason for that was he was also dying of tuberculosis. So rather than call it quits and go home, he decided to stake out at the corner on the way the original route would have went, because he figured, well, even though they were attacked, maybe by some crazy coincidence, I may happen to run into him. So in the meanwhile, the Archduke's vehicle continues on to the courthouse where he was supposed to go and give a sort of speech, but now he's rather upset because someone threw a grenade at him. As a matter of fact, as the Archduke got to the courthouse, the mayor was giving his speech for the Archduke, to which the Archduke interrupted it and said, "Mr. Mayor..."
True.
"I came here to visit and I am greeted with bombs. It is outrageous." Not only that, But whenever the Archduke went to give his speech, he didn't have it on him because the speech was in the vehicle that was blown up. So someone had to go retrieve the speech from the destroyed car, which was covered in blood, and hand the bloodied piece of paper to the Archduke.
That's
while
fucking
he was at the
hilarious.
podium, to which he added on during the speech in describing how much he loves the people of the town of Sarajevo, as I see in them an expression of their joy at the failure of the attempt at assassination. Yeah, failure. So as the speech was over and their niceties were made, the sort of security team had a little huddle to figure out what to do next, because it was supposed to be a fun and happy parade, and now they're trying to kill him. One of the security chiefs brought up the idea, well, Sarajevo has their own military. Why don't we just have the military come line the streets and make guard for the Archduke? To which the mayor said, no, they're in training. They won't be dressed appropriately for this situation.
That doesn't matter.
Let's just not have any guards at all. So they're like, yeah, that works for me. We just won't have any guards at all. Sounds good. So the Archduke and his wife Sophie decided to change their plans and instead travel to the hospital, which was located somewhere in this region, and visit the 20 people who were injured at the explosion earlier, which, I mean, seems kind of nice. So the plan was for the motorcade, avoiding the cities because, again, assassins, would travel instead an alternate route to the hospital and arrive without traveling through the center of town. They had all made this plan inside the courthouse, talking with each other and
But they didn't tell the drivers, and the driver went this way.
saying, yeah, we'll do this. But for some reason, no one thought to tell the drivers. So the drivers, assuming that they're going to the hospital up here, think it would be best to travel back into town and continue along this route to get to the hospital and you see where this is going. Also, to protect the Archduke Ferdinand and his wife Sophie, not the mayor but someone related to the mayor, was riding on the outside of their car, specifically the left side, to protect them from anyone that may be standing over here as they're driving. So as soon as the parade of vehicles start, they don't take this turn, they take this turn back into the center of town. Keep in mind, Archduke Ferdinand's still in the third car at this point. As soon as they take that turn into the center of town, the people in the two front cars tell the drivers, no, 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 we're not going this way, we're going straight north. So the drivers of those two cars take an alternate route this direction. Archduke, not knowing the city or what the back routes are, doesn't say anything to his driver, who just continues on the path he knows. Which means
He's the leak. Oh my god, this is just getting ridiculous. All the cars are just splitting it. What is this?
The Archduke is now completely alone in the front driving this direction. As they're getting to this point, the guard who was hanging on the side of the vehicle figures out that what's going wrong and tells the driver to pull over and stop and put it in reverse so they can get back with the group. However, the issue was the vehicle that they were in did not have a reverse, and instead they had to get out and push it. So the driver decides to turn in at this corner, stop, get out, and go around to the front. He stopped in front of a sandwich shop, which was the sandwich shop that Gavrilo Princip was waiting inside of. So picture this. You're Gavrilo Princip. You're like, well, I'm not going to kill this guy. I'll just wait around because maybe he'll come through here for some reason. And then while you're waiting there at the sandwich shop, his driver parks, gets out of the car, walks around to the front, and the only guard is hanging on the other side of the vehicle. There's absolutely no historical evidence for this. But between the mayor saying we don't guard the streets and then letting the driver drive to the sandwich shop, I can't help but feel he somehow wanted the Archduke to die as well. Also, the funniest thing about all this to me is, despite the number of misadventures that happened, this is what started World War I. And I can't help but imagine there was a moment in time where Gavrilo was walking out of the shop with like a Subway sandwich in his hand and a gun in the other, and then the Archduke pulls up and parks directly in front of him.
Sandwich gun, sir?
There had to be a moment of time where he decided between a sandwich and starting the largest war of humanity's history, and he chose violence. So Gavrilo simply walked a couple feet forward,
trench warfare, motherfucker,
on the edge of the car, pulled his handgun, and shot the Archduke once in the neck and then Sophie in the chest. I actually didn't know this until doing research for this. It always struck me as odd that Gavrilo shot Sophie too, as she was just there And yeah, people commit political assassinations for their own people or whatever, but there's something especially evil about murdering a mother for seemingly no reason. He said during the trial,
Yeah, I never heard the full story. I didn't realize it was so ridiculous.
that what had actually happened is he shot the Archduke and then tried to shoot the guard on the other side of the vehicle who was raising a gun towards
Missed
him.
and fucking
but
hit
Sophia
her.
leaned over to protect her husband and got in the way of the bullet. And he felt so sick having shot a woman that he decided he didn't want to keep fighting, which was interesting. Also, he kept apologizing over and over in the trial for having murdered Sophia and orphaning their children. So Gavrila then stepped off of the vehicle and then put his gun into his own mouth in order to shoot himself, but he hesitated for a minute and the police managed to tackle him before he could do anything.
Did he take the cyanide though?
In the trials that came afterwards, it was really interesting because it seems every conspirator kind of backtracked on their role in the actual assassination. Eventually, everything I just talked about came out as the truth, but for a long time the argument being upheld was that, oh, I'm not a part of it, I was forced to do it, or they would have killed my family. And then the next guy got up and said, oh, I wasn't a part of it, I just blah blah blah, and it kept up like that. So a lot of the sentences that were determined in the trial came from a lot of they said, he said, and confusion basically. However, it was determined
No fucking women there. No he said, she said, as they said, he said. No women allowed.
that Ilik was the ringleader, and not only that, he was part of the Serbian government. So this was not just an act of murder, this was a direct act of war. So Ilik was sentenced to death by hanging, which he was, whereas the others got seemingly light sentences. For example, Gavrilo and Nedeljko, who were both underage at the time, were each given 20 years, even though Gavrilo was the actual one who took the shot. However, both of them ended up dying in prison from their tuberculosis a few years later, so yeah. Trifko was given 20 years as he was a fully aged adult and, you know, like knew better. And Vaso and Krechko, each being relatively young, got 16 and 13 years respectively. The interesting one is Muhammad. Remember the first guy who chickened out and didn't take the shot? He somehow managed to get away. As a matter of fact, even though his name was brought up during this trial, no one could find him, not even his own black hand.
There's so many Muhammads.
He was found 2 years later having hidden out in Montenegro, to which they held a trial for him because they're like, hey, aren't you part of the reason this whole world war started? And he was like, yeah. And they're like, oh, okay. 4 years should do it. And then he got out and went fine. Which leads me to believe that everything combined, Muhammad was probably kind of a rat, considering he was the one they were getting mad at because he was making a jerk of himself in public and going to get them found out. And then he didn't take the shot, and then he ran away, and then he somehow managed to only get 4 years out of this. I just wanted to talk about this whole thing for the sheer absurdity of it, and how absolutely weird it is that this is what started the largest conflict in human history, and
That's
then
fucking
caused
hilarious.
the other largest conflict in human history about a couple decades later.
Oh,
the
yeah.
only reason these assassins managed to pull off the job is because the people that they were trying to kill were as equally, if not more, incompetent than they were. So yeah, that's this. I hope you enjoyed this history lesson. People said I exude like cool dad history teacher vibes, so I thought, you know, why not? I want to say sincerely, and it means the most, thank you all for watching.
I know.
You guys are
We've
amazing.
gone so
I can't
far.
Get over, like, how well this channel's doing. 200,000
The CIA took that fucking thing and said, let's roll it back with the JFK.
subscribers now. And it, like I said before, 10,000 seemed impossible. So you can imagine how I feel right now 20 times over that. But it really does mean the most.
Ding.
Thank you guys so much for just all of this, for being a part of this. If you're just watching, if you're a subscriber, whatever, just thank you for being here. Above that, a massive thank you to my patrons. I can't tell you what it means that you all support me monetarily.
Octopel jumped into a dry river, broke his legs, and started vomiting violently.
Worth not only your time but your money, and it blows my mind, and it means the most. So thank you so much. To my
Sandwich
patrons.
violence.
You can see here, thank you to my top tier patrons.
Oh my god,
I couldn't
puppy!
do it without you guys,
What?
you all
No.
mean the most.
Okay,
Thanks, Jab.
I'm gonna have to call the stream early. My puppy's going absolutely apeshit. She is wanting playtime. Oh my god! You heard the term play? Oh my god, she's gone nuts. Okay, I do need to go. Sorry, guys. I'll catch her. I'll post what I'm doing this week, stream schedule wise, as soon as I can once I've finished playing. She's going dog shit. She's going ape shit, yeah. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Sorry about the short stream. Have a good one. Look how many videos we didn't watch tonight. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm coming.